What's going on, folks? I'm Retro Gaming 285, and as you can tell by the sombrero, it's time for a new pickups video. While everyone was out doing Black Friday shopping for the new Call of Duty bullshit, I was out buying retro games, and I actually got a bunch of good Black Friday deals. So I want to share those with you guys, along with a couple pre-Black Friday deals that I scored, so let's get into it. First up, we have two DS games. I owned one of these as a kid, I did not own the other one. Ultimate Mortal Kombat, it's a cool version of Mortal Kombat, but yeah, it's really cheap. And we also have Final Fantasy The Four Heroes of Light. I've been kind of collecting these DS RPGs lately. They're very cheap, and there's a lot of good ones. Final Fantasy 3, Chrono Trigger, and stuff like that, so that was cool. And I got a Sega CD game that I really wanted for a long time, but it's just been skyrocketing in price. I found a very reasonably priced copy on eBay, so I went ahead and picked it up. The Terminator. This is an awesome game. It's got really good visuals. The soundtrack is just amazing. Tommy Tallarico at his finest. Just butt rock and 80s synths, and oh man, it's so good. I love the soundtrack to this game, and the gameplay is pretty solid to match it as well, so very stoked to have this finally in my collection. Alright, so like I said, I got some Black Friday stuff. A website that I frequent a lot was doing 30% off their whole entire stock, in-store and online, and they did good games, consoles, accessories, everything. So I picked up a bunch of games, nothing too crazy, but I got some good titles here that I've been wanting for a while, or that I used to own. Zoop on the Super Nintendo. Who doesn't love Zoop? It's Zoop. Zoop. I actually played Zoop as a kid. I don't know why I owned it, but it's a fun little puzzle game. Let's grab a stack of these bad boys. Alright, so we got WrestleMania the arcade game for the Genesis. Very superior to the Super Nintendo version. Complete in box, very cool game. I played this a lot as a kid. It's still very fun to this day. A lot of cool, crazy moves and stuff, kind of like WWE or WWF at the time. Meets Mortal Kombat, great roster, and definitely best on the Genesis as opposed to the Super Nintendo version. Super Nintendo version was like missing characters and stuff. It's crazy. All right, we also got Hitman 2 on the GameCube, complete in box. I loved this game when I was younger, in my early teens, and it's a very good game. We've got From Russia with Love, 007 with Sean Connery, complete in box. Never played it, looking forward to playing it. We've got Rocky, missing the manual for the GameCube. Let me tell you a little story about this game. Back when I was like 16 or 17, I guess I was 17, I had one of those GameCube screens that you could attach to the GameCube and plug it into a cigarette lighter. So I set this up in my SUV, and like, me and my friends would just get baked out of our minds and play this game for hours, just like wherever. Like, there would be like 9 or 10 of us in a Ford Explorer just playing this game, just, you know, stoned out of our minds like kids, you know, idiot kids are. But this game, a lot of memories with this game. I'm definitely stoked to have it back in the collection. A super good game that I hear great things about that I've never played, Star Wars Rebel Strike Rogue Squadron 3? I don't know. I definitely like the Rogue Squadron 2 on the GameCube, and it looks like this has a lot of on-foot stuff, so I'm pretty interested to play this. Two titles here for the Xbox. First up, we have The Matrix Path of Neo. Son of a bitch! Complete in box. Disc is minty, so I'm not worried about it falling like that. That was funny though. I liked this game when I was younger. And Gun's a really underrated game, I feel. Back when Activision actually tried to make, you know, publish interesting games, Gun was definitely a very fun game. It's a shame that, you know, Gun will probably never come back because of a Red Dead Revolver, but very solid game. We also have a PS2 game. Warning, check ID, State of Emergency. This was Rockstar's next game after Grand Theft Auto 3. I've never played it. I've heard it's very mediocre, but a lot of characters on screen and stuff. It looks pretty fun. And that's also complete. And then we got a handful of Wii games. Most of these I owned, as I used to have a very robust Wii collection, but some of these I didn't. Of course, the classic Red Steel, complete in box. I had a lot of fond memories. It wasn't a perfect game, but it was pretty fun. Trauma Center, Second Opinion, complete in box. Very fun game. You play as a surgeon. Like a surgeon, cutting for the very first time. What is wrong with me? Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon. It's usable with the Wii Zapper, so I don't know if it's what the hell's the name? Light gun game. What's wrong with me? Light gun game or not, but it was dirt cheap. Complete in box. Speed Racer, the video game. It was like $1. I'm not gonna turn down a game for $1. Missing the manual, but whatever. And Prince of Persia Rival Swords. I played this game when I was younger. I liked it. Complete in box. Like I said, all these games were super cheap, so I could not pass them up. And it was a great Black Friday deal. And finally, we've got a small stack of games, but a decent stack of games, including one game that is definitely the crown jewel of this pickup video, and it's another Sega CD game. So these are all from my retro video game store in town. They did 20% off their entire stock of games. So I went in and, gave them some support. You always got to support the local mom and pop shops. Super Star Wars on the Super Nintendo. Sim City on the Super Nintendo, which actually has some Nintendo elements in it, so I'm stoked to play this. Road Rash 2, complete in box. It's Road Rash. Road Rash kicks ass. This one's very special to me. Earthworm Jim. It's not the clamshell, but it is the complete in box edition. One day I will get the clamshell edition, but great game. And finally, definitely the crown jewel of this pickup. This thing is mint, like mint condition. Sonic CD. I mean, look at how mint this is. All right, you want to see how mint this is? It's still got the styrofoam in there, Daddy. Like, I don't even know if this game was ever played. The manual is just incredibly crisp. It's so mint, and I'm so stoked to have this game. Very underrated Sonic game. If you guys know the history of Sonic, this was kind of made while Sonic 2 was being made, but it was more based off of Sonic 1, whereas Sonic 2 was made by the American company, and this was made by Japan. So, awesome game, awesome soundtrack, definitely a crown jewel of the Sega CD collection, and a game I'm super stoked to finally own, and I got it at a really good price with that 20% off. So there you have it, those are my latest pickups. Now you might be wondering, am I going to announce the winner of the GameCube bundle that I was giving away? And yes, Callaway 1000 is the winner. I have sent him a message a couple days ago and I have not heard back. So if I don't hear back after like a week or so, I will probably pick another winner because I want to make sure that somebody that's subscribed to me and that's a frequent visitor of this channel gets this bundle. So Callaway 1000, if you're watching this, please check your inbox on YouTube because I want to give you this bundle. And yeah, that's all I got for pickups. I'm working on a cool video on the channel, kind of like a top 5 thing, and I think you guys will enjoy that. As always, thank you for watching. Be sure to like this video, subscribe to my channel. Thank you to all my new subscribers. A lot of you guys came over for my little GameStop rant. Maybe I'll start doing more rants because I got a lot of things to say. All right, I'll see you guys later. Later.